Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Giants. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Ryan on first down. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
He completes it to Julio Jones. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 46 yards.
That was a nice pickup, some chunk yardage there. Some of those big yards downfield with a little bit of rack thrown in there, a little run after catch. And it came on a crossing route. I could just hear one of my friends who won 4 Super Bowls as a quarterback always said the same thing. What route does the defense hate? Crossing route. Hate it, hate it, hate it, because it's hard to change direction when they get going full speed in the other way.
It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? He'll get it up the middle, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's the fullback, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Bosher to kick it away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And he gets it down to the 32. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. It's Ryan. A dump off for Davis. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll toss it to Coleman. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
Now Ryan on second down. Underneath to Davis. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. And they'll run it here. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, that was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey, 63, that was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, pretty darn awesome.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan escaping the pressure right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a 1st.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. He's going to get it running right. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. They had a quick little spin move, but the door shut fast as he's dropped. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bryant's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
New York set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The pitch goes to Barkley, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the game starts. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now Lutz for the field goal try. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, wait. 12. 11.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Raymond now on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out come the Giants. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll set up to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. A good pickup there at 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
There we go.
They get it to him running left. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Davis. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And Bryant's kick is good. And the lead stretches. 16-3 now. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And, he took that thing one-handed. What a grab. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Looking to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead is down to 10 now at 16-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Flush to his right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. To throw is Ryan. Forced out to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. First throw now for the backup Manning. This is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Look to throw here. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Running left, it's Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Zebra.
Play action. Manning. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Barkley will try to punch it in. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Lutz puts this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Coleman, and 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Hey, let's go. Space, space. Wait, wait. Let's go.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Gun, gun, gun. Space, space. Get up. Wait, wait. Wait.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go deep for Cott. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That goes for a gain of 31.
Let's go.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
20, 20. Hey, gun, gun. Right. 20, 20. Gun, gun. Hey, Tuesday.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. There it is, caught right at the 10-yard line. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Gun, gun, gun. Let's go.
Coleman. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Get up.
It's Coleman here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face, and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Super. And that's caught inside the 30. Manning to Beckham. A big play there. 46 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you...
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Zebra, zebra, zebra. Wait.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. He's going to let it fly. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Zebra, zebra.
Now Manning, gotta have this one. Now a desperation, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Atlanta, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.